Hello, guys. I'm back. I was going to talk a little bit more about the steps in this self hypnosis we were talking and meditation that we were talking about last week. We were talking about, you can go back and look at the video, but we were saying to ourselves every day and every way, I get better and better. So that was our first step. And today, this video is about the second step. It says, continue doing step one, the pre-sleep technique you learned last week. In addition, you're to do the following. Twice a day, once in the morning or at noon, and once in the early evening, you will hypnotize yourself. Stay in hypnosis for 2 to 3 minutes and then wake yourself up. Here's how. Sit in a comfortable chair with your back supported. Focus your attention effortlessly on a spot opposite you, slightly above eye level. Take 3 deep breaths slowly. As you inhale your third breath, hold it for 3 full seconds. As you count backwards, 2, 3, 1. Close your eyes, exhale, relax, and allow yourself to go into a deep, sound, hypnotic state. You are to remain in hypnosis for approximately 2 to 3 minutes by counting down slowly from 25 backwards. Note, it will help if you allow yourself to visualize or imagine each number being written on a blackboard or shown on a computer screen as you count backwards. To awaken, just count forward from 1 to 3, and you will awaken refreshed and alert, ready to go about your business in an energetic way. Do this exercise twice a day for 7 days, after which you will be ready to give yourself beneficial suggestions. So that's the second step. And, if you can't find the right time in the morning, I know a lot of times morning is not good for people who are not early risers. So you almost have to take all the energy and time you can to get ready for work. But maybe after you get to work, I don't know. I don't think you could do it while you're driving, but figure out the best time for you to do this exercise. And I think this is basically what you're doing is putting yourself in a hypnotic state, but you are by daydreaming. If you're looking at a spot on a wall and you're taking your mind away from what's really going on, you are daydreaming. So I guess, yeah, that's what you're doing. This day and time, I guess we have to resort to that. I guess I still daydream. Yeah, I still do that. But it's more, if I daydream now, I have to shake myself. If I daydream of something that's not, realistic. As you get older, you don't, daydreaming is different. I try to imagine things happening. I do. But it's not like it used to be, because if you are young and energetic and you can move mountains, you feel like you can, you do have this energy to do that. And as you get older, it doesn't happen like that anymore. But what I daydream about now is, if I had the chance, I think about projecting energy on people to do my bidding. Not so much just putting a spell on them, but the consciousness, the conscious awareness. Want them to see the things the way I see them, just to think. It's not like I want to control you, but I want you to see my point of view. And then maybe by you being physically able, maybe you could do something. But I'm just not totally disabled. No, it's some things I can do. I'm not giving up on my abilities because we have a president that's older than me, and he's not well, yeah, he's disabled. Shucks. His mind is disabled. But when you think about the problems we have in this country, it's no way we should be this way, because you think about, we have the immigration problem. But when I had a business, my biggest expense was payroll. There were times you had to make payroll regardless. And there were times I couldn't pay myself. So if I could eliminate the payroll or find cheap labor, heck, I would. I mean, yeah. And that's what this country wants, is cheap labor. That's why we have the immigration problem. Yeah, these Hispanic and Mexican people, they're not coming over here for a vacation. They're coming over here to work. Even though the labor is cheap, they're coming here to work. So if you have a problem with vomits and rats and roaches or whatever, you common sense would tell you need to fix the problem as to why they're coming in. You have bread or crumbs or corn or whatever. You're not being clean. Clean up and store your stuff properly. But our government knows exactly how to fix this problem. There was a time when ICE was going around picking up people and deporting them and finding the people who were hiring them. My sister works for a company who primarily hires illegal immigrants, and she's a supervisor over them. And they come in with different names. I mean, you don't, one year they'll quit and go back to Mexico and come back to America, and their name has been changed. Hold on a minute. I'm not good with this, so I'm not good with this pause and all that. But anyway, they come back after they went back home. They made enough money, so they going back home, and then they come back and forth freely, and they have a different name. Because she'll say, "Didn't you work here before? But your name was something else." No, me no, no. But she kind of laughs, but she's not in the position to say that they can't work there. She's just a little, supervisor. But the company, they know that if the government would do their job, the government's not doing their job, they would be fined in the thousands of dollars. So the government knows this, and the dollar, the economic wheel, the wheel that keeps the wheel going, is labor. So the cheap labor, that's what they need. They don't need unions or nothing. They just want the cheap labor. So that's why the Hispanic and the immigrants are here, for cheap work, cheap labor. And they say that the Hispanic people will do the work that the black or the lower class white person won't do. Yeah, we don't want to work for that kind of money, the cheap labor. So the people who run these business, they are going to have to eat the cost, or the price of everything is going to have to go up, but it's going to have to be fixed. That's the way to fix it, rather than putting up a wall that's not going to work. A wall is not going to stop the immigrants from coming. It's going to make it harder for them to come, and it's going to cost them more money to get here for the smugglers to get them in. But that is not going to stop the problem, man. I mean, I don't understand it. How it could, I don't know, in Trump's campaign, I guess whoever was over it, saw that this was a tool that he could use to get the people excited. Build that wall, and all of that. So why you didn't say something else? Give us more money. That's what you should have promised the people, rather than build a wall. I mean, it's just distraction from the real problem. The problem is we don't make enough money. Nobody makes enough money. My little Social Security check is not enough money. They are not making enough money to live. And if the wages would go up and the cost of living stayed the same, yeah, you could do that. I mean, but your wages go up and then the cost of living go up. So it's just like a dog chasing his tail. We'll never get ahead. But I didn't tend to get on that tangent. But the problem with this immigration could be fixed if you find the people who are hiring these immigrants. And it's not like you can't find the people who are hiring them. They have day laborers, and in Texas we call it the catch out at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. These illegal immigrants are standing all in one spot on a corner or wherever, and the trucks come to get them, and they get paid every day. So that's the kind of work they do, majority of them. I mean, if we got spies all over in other countries, you could find out who's hiring these people to work illegally. So the money you spend on a wall, you could spend some of that money trying to find out who's hiring illegals. But no, that'll dip into the business class, and they'll have to spend more money on labor. And you don't want them to do that, no, because your labor is the biggest portion of your earnings coming in when you're a business owner. And I was just a little bitty business owner, but the payroll, that was the biggest expense. So that's why they're hiring these illegal immigrants. But I don't know. Yeah, I know. Let me be the president for one day. I think I can. In fact, I know it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out the problem. And I know the solution is not a wall. Because you're talking about, the president is talking about, it's a national emergency. Okay, if it's a national emergency, then it's something that needs to be fixed immediately. You cannot build a wall across the southern border immediately. It's going to take you some years. I do know that. No, you can't even do it in some months. Because as you build, you have even got to get the appropriation for the land. They haven't even showed us a prototype of how you want to build this, and the irrigation. You're going to change the whole landscaping, and the rivers, the Rio Grande and the Colorado River, all that. I mean, I'm just a lay me. I know that. Because the border is not straight. You're going to have the wall zigzagging, and that doesn't even make sense. Duh. Anyway, I was talking about talking about hypnotizing. Yeah, I need to hypnotize myself so I can. No, I don't want to be a zombie going through that. No, we have to stay awake and alert too. So we can not let this happen to us, because I mean, this is not my generation, but it's my children's generation. And I don't want them to have to go through a worse situation than I went through. I mean, they're doing good now, but the prognosis is not good. when they are my age. So I'm gonna do all I can to help me and use YouTube as a platform to stimulate somebody else. And if we could, like I said earlier, if I could stimulate somebody else through my words and even through my thinking, because thought is energy. And we do know how to fix the immigration problem. We just don't want to step on somebody, big business's toes, because they are going to have to consider how much they are paying these people, and Americans would work if they would give us a living wage. That's what they don't want to do. So the immigrants are not coming over here to go on vacation. They're here to earn money. That the I almost knocked this over. Who stopped me? But yeah, I'm 16 minutes. I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, I'm gone. I might come back and make a second video when I get some more energy through my hypnosis. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.